What is up, disc golf fans, and welcome to round 2 of the 2023 Heatland Open presented by Innova Discs. This is moving day here for the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour, stop number 7, the last stop before our title here, and we're at the All Disc Golf Center. Same property, different course, at the white course this time. My name is Chris German. Along beside me, we have Derek Scull. How you doing?
I am doing great. Really loved the first course that we saw here for round 2, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing another part of the property. Let's take a look at the foursome we have with us today.
Yeah, we have Arvid here, Håkansson, sorry if I did not pronounce that right, Johan Davidsson, Melker Molin, and Dennis Augustsson. So a couple really good scores there. We saw Dennis in round 1 put up a heater in that front 9. Let's see if he comes here with the same pace today.
All right, hole 1, 420 feet, 128 meter par 3. Pretty straightforward. You basically just want to air it out there, nestling it right up into the green, right there on the woods edge there at the end.
Yeah, Arvid here, he is a 14-year-old prodigy here. This kid's got a lot of skill. His putting stroke is very fun to watch. Seems like he makes everything here on the green. So very excited to see him rip this disc.
All right, and that squeaks right through those guardian trees, and he has himself in the bullseye.
Yeah, parked there, Team Discmania player. Then second on the card, we have Johan Davidsson with Disc Express. New to the Gatekeeper coverage, so I'm excited to see his game here today.
Going and electing for the Anheuser route to the left of that tree in the middle. Comes up a little short.
That tree in the middle is funny. I guess they probably planted it pretty recently and they're letting it grow, but it's just so small, like in this.
I know it's not going to stop anybody, but
hey, you don't say that. I would find a way to find that.
But in a few years, that will be a nice addition and really cause a ruckus for the people on the tee.
Yeah, Melker Molin in here, also a new face to the coverage. Turns that over a little bit to the right. Then we have the lefty, Dennis here. No stranger to Gatekeeper coverage. He has been finding his way on this coverage all year long, both on lead and chase card for the Euro Tour. And one of the best.
That's looking great.
So Johan here.
Unfortunate with the roll too. He's going to definitely find himself obstructed still.
Melker's able to get right under the basket. And Johan for the par.
Oh, tagging metal. Nestles up just fine.
And he's going to be looking at a bogey on this first hole, while a couple of his card mates are going to be looking at birdies. Dennis being the first of them.
You said Arvid is 14?
I believe so, yes.
It's very impressive hanging out with the area's top dogs.
Good way to start your round there with a tap and birdie. Johan cleaning up that bogey.
Getting the jitters out of the way early. Hopefully.
Yeah, and on that par putt, I mean, it was definitely a tricky putt, and he did draw some metal, so. And it looks like Melker did find OB with a plus with a 4 there. So we're going to move into hole 2, 253 foot, 77 meter par 3. Pretty short here. And then we just have this slight bend to the right. Probably see some forehands out of these guys, but this I would say is a must get for the card.
More left to right shots like we grew accustomed to on round 1.
Yeah, this course is a really good complement to the other one. It's not as tight, it's not as short, and it's not as technical. We do have a par 5 on the course. There's a couple open holes, so really good complement. But still very challenging, and you still got to hit your lines.
Just shy of pin high there for Dennis.
Johan electing to go with the backhand turnover. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I love that line.
It's looking really good.
Nice and high enough so that it levels out there.
And Melker with a good-looking forehand as well. This should nestle up. Actually, looks like it gets caught up, unfortunately.
Oh, good bid.
Arvin looking to...
Oh,
just getting caught up by those trees.
All right, well, we got 2 green checks here.
Dennis starting off just like he started round 1. Couple early birdies.
All right, 666 foot, 203, par 4. Coming off the tee, not too far before you start heading left. And then you're going to bob and weave through all these trees with a pin nestled on top of a mound.
Yeah, there's 2 gaps you can take. The drone took the right gap. This is the left gap that Dennis is taking here. Both of them, you kind of just want to end up in the same spot. I think the left line is a little easier to get to that mouth.
Yeah, it looks much more open.
Yeah, and that right there is textbook. That is a perfect shot. I just think the right line, the tree line comes in just a little quick, so you kind of need something to go right to left pretty quickly.
And
Arvin
same
does
landing
just that.
zone for Arvin, yep.
And Melker going with the forehand on the left side. So we go 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And, man, good grouping there.
Same, but different.
Dennis putting a great rip on that. Should be able to get up and down for par. It's looking really good.
Wow. Arvin with his birdie look.
You on this? Oh, no. Kicks the wrong side of the tree. That looks like that was actually turning over a little bit too, so I think you kind of got the same result.
Unfortunate to see a square up on the tree there, guarding the pin.
Oh no,
We're
we're
gonna
on.
find ourselves a tester there for par.
Yeah. Oh, good bid from Dennis.
And it was all in the wrist there. Very shortened swing. Great
Oh,
putt
nice
from Johan.
But that was a great par save on this slightly on this hill here, just slightly raised basket. So if you don't catch metal there, you're going probably at least 10 meters past the basket. Arvin with a good birdie putt as well. And a couple pars to clean up. We are back on hole 4, 1,017 foot, 310 meter par 5. This one's got a lot of distance to cover. We have this dog leg right here, low ceiling as well, very tight woods, and then we have a slight little dog leg bend there to the left on the green there. Very challenging hole, I would say.
This looks like it's all about placement, so I'm really excited to see how these 4 guys venture off the tee.
I like this from Dennis. Just get around that last tree, and it does. Great shot. And that works as well. It's a good shot there from Johan.
Oh, and it fights through.
Great shot from the card there.
It does look like our players are contending with some not dry conditions. You're hearing a little bit of the sloshing around. You can see remnants of mud, so always something to keep in mind.
Yeah, this second shot really sets up for a full rip turnover.
Oh, and that got no ground play.
Luckily, it didn't cut roll into the off the fairway, so he is staying center cut, which is important on a hole like this.
Oh, I love this.
So much distance on these 2 shots here.
And that's a great position for being a lefty here, really able to just a little further wide, but playing that left side and letting the hyzer just do the work for you.
Still has some work to do here. For a second, I thought they were throwing that pin to the left. That tripped me out. Should be an easy par there for Håkansson. So no one able to really get in there except Melker with those 2 amazing shots, making it look very easy to get the birdie here. While Dennis is now scrambling and trying to just get his par. Arvin for birdie.
Nice bid.
Great putt there from Dennis, able to save his par. Molin with the birdie. That second shot, forehand shot, was something of beauty.
Hole 5 is a 358, 109 meter downhill shot, tight fairway, lots of trees to navigate like we're used to here, and the pin nestled right up on top of the stump, so slightly elevated with what looks to be a backdrop off the backside.
Yeah, it looks like there's OB back there as well. As Melker does not get down the fairway, he catches up only about a third of the way down.
I'd say probably the most important positioning here is the tee shot, right? So any variance left or right there, it's going to be a tough scramble.
Yeah, this is all about just throwing it straight and throwing it slightly downhill. That was looking really good from Dennis, but catches a tree there at the end. Should be an easy par.
Yeah, and with roughly 300 foot of air time before you're getting to those trees, even if you're hitting the gap initially, a lot can happen in that air time to really affect it, potentially bring those trees more into play. But as we see here,
that was a crush.
Yeah.
That was awesome to see. Johan making that look easy. As this needs to sit. That's going to be a tester there for Molin.
And we are not seeing very ideal positioning here for Arvid. Oh, a little roll off the tree there that was close to in front of him. He's going to leave himself short again.
And he will not cash the big putt on this one. And it's going to be looking at a bogey. First red on his scorecard. Oh, that would have been such a good birdie to get. And no one's able to find the basket.
Oh my goodness. That sound that it makes.
All right, and our two guys that have been leading the card so far are both going to be looking at bogeys, tighten up this race a little bit. That is not the scores you want to see from our lead card. +3 for the hole. So we're going to move into hole 6. Par 4, 180 meters. Very tight gap up here off the tee. Slight bend to the right. You kind of want to land your disc anywhere around here. And then we have slight elevation up with the basket just kind of tucked over to the left there. Overall, I would say not a lot of distance needed. So these guys should be able to get up and down. It's just missing the trees and not getting too far off the fairway like that. It's a good shot. These guys are kind of just trying to aim at that rock way down there on the fairway.
That's drifting to the right very nicely.
Perfect shot there from Arvid. Lefty with the flex shot. Unfortunately, goes a little bit off the fairway. We'll see what his lie is going to look like. Johan still throwing. This is his third. Great recovery. Give himself a bid, or at least a chance for the par.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to tell. It looks like maybe it's just outside circle's edge.
It's a good crush there from Melker. He's going to be putting for birdie. Dennis still has a little bit of work. And Håkansson making it look easy. Dennis just looking at par.
Oh, yeah.
Good par
Solid
save.
connection.
Yeah, that was great. Kicking early there, scrambling, fighting his way up, and then making a big putt.
And that's exactly what happens when you do not take the time for your routine. You really can't underestimate even putts that short.
Melker looking to take a stroke on the entire card. Keeping it close.
The Innova Rolo, the disc made for rolling. 4. The Rolo, making rollers fun.
All right, and we are back. Hole 7, 394, 120 meter par 3. Tee area is at kind of the top of the hill. We want something that's going to just carry to the right, flatten out, and then we find ourselves here with a meadow green.
Yeah, the very interesting line here, hole. So you have this really sharp dogleg right. You have this tree line that you have to contend with. The basket is so far to the right. Yeah, it just kind of sets up for a big Anheuser shot.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it doesn't really leave a lot of room for a righty forehand. You run the risk of pushing a little too far forward or just sawing it off. So having like these players high, turned over with enough stability to just center back out towards the end.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Dennis is going to go with that Annie forehand shot that he throws. Did that hit the pole? Whoa, where'd that go? All right.
I think they're just as surprised as we are.
So Dennis is going to go big hyzer with the lefty. Just kind of want to get it up and over them trees.
Oh, big hyzer.
Yeah, he got down there quite a ways. Yeah, this just sets up better for the righty like turnover shot. It's just the natural shape of the fairway. I was surprised he actually got this far with the hyzer.
Oh, man.
Wow.
What a crush.
Yeah, good thing there's no OB long here.
The future is bright for disc golf when we keep having talent younger and younger making a forceful entrance.
Yeah, I remember you and I have been in the industry for a little bit now. And I remember when it was crazy when there was like 20-year-olds kind of coming on the scene and making a big push. And now we have these kids that are under 16.
They can't even drive yet. Well, drive a vehicle.
Yeah.
they're driving these discs pretty well.
Because we're going to have a par frame going into hole 8, 110 meter par 3. A little bit more in the woods here. Ceiling's a little low, just a slight bend here to the left. Sets up really good for a righty backhand shot. Slight elevation though, so it does slightly play uphill, probably closer to 380, maybe 4.
Yeah, this looks like a fun hole.
Yeah, Melker does a good shot there. Johan, good shot as well. Just throw it straight, let the disc do the work. Finishes nice and strong.
Yeah, I was just going to make a comment where this is an example of, you know, carrying forward for longer is a good thing because you have somewhat of a backstop there to kind of catch and help filter the disc. But the natural flight of something that just pushes straight is going to work out really good.
Center cut there for Dennis.
Wow, great recovery. I don't think he quite had the spin of his, or full rotation of his body on that one, so it kind of left it a little low.
Molin with another birdie here. That's going to put him under for the round. Arvid just giving away strokes here on the green. Great drive there from Johan. That was an amazing drive to have that happen.
We got ourselves a tight race here.
Yeah, what a roller coaster of a round here. A lot of bogeys and birdies.
Hole 9, another longer one at 100 or 804 foot, 245 meter, par 4. A lot of space to work with, so you want to kind of be right about where the drone just turned for your landing zone, unless you can carry further right again.
Yeah, we finally get out into some real openness here. Give it a true full rip. Don't have to worry about really anything. This is looking really good here from Johan. There you go. Perfect shot.
Hold the line.
Wow.
That might be a little too far right. He might actually be a little pinch. We'll see what his lie is going to look like.
Missar den. Huvud. Huvud hejt då.
Narrowly missing the telephone pole.
Great shot there from Melker. He is really putting together a solid front 9. Ooh, bit sneaky.
Probably a little too close a call.
Yeah, Dennis just so tight over here to the right that he needs to get a
Oh,
little
man.
creative, and he hits the basket. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, that's not good. Hitting the top of the basket and flying way past it on your comebacker.
And that is not too good to see either. I see the flags in the background moving a little bit, so I'd like to maybe blame that, but
He's able to get his par. After all that, he's sitting at even. Like I said a little bit ago, roller coaster. Dennis, not as good as round 1, putting down 8 through the first 9, but 2 under is respectable. Putting him in a tie for first with Melker. And Johan with the par, or with the bogey, my apologies. Still very, very close race here. Only 2 strokes between all 4 players.
Yeah, and we're seeing quite a variance, as you said earlier. Roller coaster, to say the least. It's been up and down for all 4 of our players. Let's take a quick look at some of these partners that we have for the Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour. And we are looking forward to bringing the back 9 coverage of round 2 Heatland Open. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then.